Hello, beautiful people. I just been vibing today. Therapy went well. I was talking to my therapist about this existential crisis I found myself in last week over white women who voted for Trump and crying and regretting their vote and blah 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 because now it's affecting them, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't have mixed feelings about your tears. They are straight up either not there or they're just negative, just resentment, disdain, whatever. And she was asking me, like, well, what's behind these? What do they feel like? And I was like, well, the apathy feels like I'm a scientist observing an experiment, the results of an experiment. Like, okay, so the hypothesis was that they would find out. The experiment was they fucked around, and they indeed found out, right? Interesting. Like, okay. You know? Like, and then the disdain is, how fucking dare you? They told you what they were going to do. They told you point blank. They didn't hold back. They didn't gaslight. They said, this is what we're doing. We're taking rights away from people. We're removing bodily autonomy from people. And they said, yeah, I'm voting for that. And then when their life becomes in danger, all of a sudden, I regret my vote. Bitch, I don't care. I feel for you what you felt for everyone else that you made up in your head to exist. Because in your head, you had it in your head that all abortion is wrong and all anybody ever does with abortion is, an excuse to be irresponsible. And you voted to take the right, even if that was the case, that's their right. You voted to take that away. You voted against bodily autonomy. You voted against healthcare. These same people, these same voters, 80% of SNAP recipients across the entire country are white people. But they will vote for the people that will cut SNAP funding. I don't care. Starve. I don't care. I don't care about you. I really fucking don't. If anything, the only thing I have for you is contempt and disdain and disgust. Just fuck you. Fuck your feelings. Don't let me see you crying, because I'd rather spit on you. You know? And she was like, these sound like very justified feelings. Like, all feelings already are just valid, but like, you have every reason to. And she asked me, where's the crisis coming in? And my crisis was, is my soul dying? Am I losing my empathy? But as I'm talking about this, I started crying about other people and their suffering. Other people that this affected, that their vote was intended to affect. And she's like, I don't think you're losing your empathy. And I was like, well, yeah, but all this justification feels like mental gymnastics to justify me not giving a fuck. And she's like, if you don't give a fuck, it's okay. You have every rational reason to not give a fuck, which is true. It's objectively true. It is true within the tolerance paradox. If I am intolerant of intolerance. Period. If you can't mind your fucking business, worry about taking care of your own vessel and don't worry about what other people are doing with theirs, then fuck you. I don't care. Like, because I was concerned about the fact that it's like, but that's a human. I'm like, yeah, but they're being inhumane to other humans. Paradox of tolerance, you know? I'm like, fuck. That's completely rational. That is completely logical. That annoys me. Because, and she's like, why does that annoy you? And I'm like, because I'm still gaslit into believing the oppressor that tells us that if we resist or, if we don't give them the kindness and the compassion and grace that they will always deny us, then we're just as bad. But we're not. Objectively knowing this does not change the guilt that I feel about the fact that my reality is I don't give a fuck what happens to ops. I don't. And I have no reason to give a fuck. Like, none. Like, if you look at if you understand the way cancer cells perform, what they do, how they function, a regular cell becomes a cancer cell. That cancer cell's only mission is to convert every cell around it into cancer cells and to do whatever it takes to keep our immune system, the immune system, from finding it and eliminating it until it's too late. And then just growing and just assimilating the body into its cancerous Borg. And that's what white supremacy is. That's what whiteness is. And I don't give a fuck what happens to you. I'm not wishing, I'm not in the literal sense hoping and seeking for y'all to be literally wiped off the face of the planet. But I have a strong feeling that I would be relieved as hell if you did. If you did, just gone. Just ceased to exist. Let your bodies return to the earth, where the earth can actually make some good of you instead of whatever the fuck you're doing. I would just be relieved, like, oh, thank God. All genocide is bad. So, because that's how I feel. So I'm not like, oh no, let's not ethnically cleanse all the white folks in the world. Like, no. We're still speaking figuratively, metaphorically. I want whiteness, the concept, to disappear. I want that gone. And all of its byproducts. This need to go around. And I don't care what color you are, bitch. If you're participating in colonizer whiteness bullshit, I want that to be erased from you too. I want all of that. Everybody telling everybody else what the fuck they can or cannot do with their own bodies while ignoring all the horrible things that people are doing with other people's bodies, burning them alive, lynching them, blowing them up with bombs, shooting them with extreme prejudice, just shooting them up at random, just like, I don't give a fuck who you are, I don't know who you are, I just have a gun and here's a bullet with your face on it. That just painted a horrible fucking picture in my head. Oh God, why did I say it that way? And that, like, it's all we're ignoring that. Not we. I don't know why I said we. They are ignoring all of that while being like, yeah, but what are you doing with that dress on, sir? I am ma'am. Sir. What are you doing with that? I'm going to work. Looking like that? Can you just not? Are there bits and pieces out there? No, but I know they exist, and that's all I care about is what's in between their legs. I mean, what will people think? Well, hopefully not about my genitals. I'm really, how can you possibly feel safe knowing that there are people out there that don't know you from a can of paint and are obsessed with looking and analyzing everybody's private parts? I don't care what gender you are or are not. That's fucking weird. To move through the world knowing that people are obsessed with your genitals. People you have never met, people you will never meet are obsessed with what you have in your pants. That's disturbing. That is disturbing. That I can't feel anything but contempt for these people with that mindset. I can't. People who are obsessed with, and then there's people that's like, oh, it's not about the color. It's all about they shouldn't be gay. They shouldn't be trans. That is a choice. Even if it was. Even if it was. Is it, which one of your bills didn't get paid this month because a trans person exists? Which meal did you have to skip this week because a trans person exists? Go check your closet. How much of your wardrobe has suddenly gone missing because a trans person exists? Your TV still in your house? Is your laptop still there? Check your bank account. Because, I want to know how much was taken from you because trans people exist. Because even by your own logic, your reasoning states that you don't believe in bodily autonomy. Just say that. Just say that. You do 10,000 toes down. Believe that certain people have a right to tell others what they can or cannot do with their bodies. Just say that. Just say it. Because then, and I know you won't. I know you fucking won't. Because then you'd have to admit you would not be allowed to, you wouldn't allow yourself to feel bad for yourself because you don't have bodily autonomy. You wouldn't feel justified in pitching a fit, whining, having a meltdown, crashing out over the find out phase. I mean, you can. But like, then I need you to be real about it then too. Say, I meant for this only to apply to the people I don't like. The people I don't believe deserve to exist. That's who I meant it to apply to, not to me. Do that while you're crying. Say those words. I really would feel less resentment and disdain. It would be straight apathy if you were just real about it. But you won't. And that's why I fucking hate you. You can't even be real about your hate. You can't even admit how much you resent the existence of people you will never, ever meet and who will never have any effect on your life personally, because how dare they? Everything's about you, right? Everything. And if it's not, it cannot. You will not stand for it. You will not stand for it. No, everything has to be about you. Right? I mean, come on, guys. I mean, for real. Let's just... So yeah, I had a moment that lasted about a week. I feel like it was resolved today because by the end of that session, I was like, okay, this does make a lot of sense. This does make a lot of sense. Being gaslit by the oppressor, that any form of resistance makes us just as bad as them. Yeah, that brainwashing and gaslighting goes deep. So yeah. I'm going to end this video, and I might vlog a little bit while I clean up because I'm really loving how I look on the camera right now. Like, I don't know if it's, I'm pretty sure it's doing some sort of smoothing thing because I don't think my skin looks that damn good. Except for that spot. Like, damn, it's still recovering. Look at that crater in the middle. Yeah, I got a bunch more of the nodules out. Got a crater. But yeah, like, is my skin really that smooth? There's got to be some sort of thing happening on the camera. Isn't there? I'm pretty sure it is. It just, I don't know. I don't ever look this good on camera. There's got to be some sort of filter being applied that's applied automatically that I don't know about. Because nobody's skin is this smooth and pretty. What the? Anyways. Okay, let me not lie like that. There are so many people whose skin is just, oh, like, oh, gorgeous. You must treat your skin like a god. Because, my God, you must treat your body like the most elaborate temple and the most sacred thing for your skin to look like that. And there's lots of people out there like that. Don't act like you ain't one of them. I bet you are, bitch. Don't lie to me. Anyways, I'm going to go. I just wanted to update y'all on my therapy. Also, and with the guy that I blocked, I'll get into that during my vlog. Because I got laundry to do, dishes to put away, dishwasher to refill, and then sculpting to do. Wasn't there one other thing I needed to do? I don't remember. Anyways, love you.